Hello, you piss pants wearing gruffle grabbers. It is I, Son1, coming at you for a TFNATION video. Yes, another one. I am sat outside because it's a fucking glorious day today. Glorious July day. It's like 1,000,000 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've just run out of beers, so I need to go to the offie and get some. So then, boys and girls, what am I going to talk about today? Yes, as you can see, I'm doing some more videos. Yes, I've been lacking of late, just because I got a new job and I just haven't had time, and today's day off, so I'm going to do a video now. And this is your do's and don'ts at TFNATION. Yes, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. And you can fuck off as well, Richard. Yes, so, as we're about, it's about 30, let me see now, 33 days, no, 30, yeah, teach me how to count, fuck off. 37, 36, 35 days away, so just over a month away. I can't wait, and there's a spider crawling on my phone, get away. So it's your do's and don'ts at a convention. So firstly, I'm going to talk about money, right? Give yourself a budget. You know, don't get me wrong, if there's that big thing you want to buy, by all means go buy it. But my advice is, especially for the newbies that have never been before, the temptation is to walk in the dealer's room, get your wallet out and just throw money into the air, grab a load of stuff and walk out. And then you realise, oh shit, I've got nothing left for the rest of the weekend. It happened to me back in 2009. But my advice is give yourself a budget. I mean, as long as you save some money for emergencies, because you know you never know. You might lose your wallet. You might, your train might be cancelled, or you need extra fuel for your car or whatever. So make sure you've got. Just save some money behind just in case. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with saving that till Sunday and then go around bargain day, which I'll get onto a bit later. But yeah, give yourself a budget and be smart around the dealer's room as well. Because the worst thing in the world is you go to a stall and you get the thing that you want, and you say you pay 30 quid, and you go to the next, the stall 2 stalls over, and it's the same thing, it's a tenner cheaper. You'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? So yeah, it's always worth having a wander around first, unless you've pre-ordered something, obviously. But yeah, there's always just have a wander around, see what tickles your fancy, see what catches your eye, see who's got it cheaper as well. Even a £5 cheaper is a £5 cheaper. But I'll get onto the dealer's room a bit later on because there's a bit of a etiquette for that too. So yeah, so give yourself a budget because you need money for food, drink, hotel, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you save yourself, say you take £1,000 with you, for example. I don't think we're taking that much with me this year because there's not a lot I really want, but I'll get to that in a minute. Save £100 for food, save £100 for drink, save £100 for this, that, and the other thing. Because you never know. I mean, yeah, don't forget you're there for 4 days, and if you're because everybody will be eating out most of the time, and if the average meal is about 20 quid, 20, 40, 60, 80, you spent on 80 quid on 4 meals. You know what I mean? But there's a Subway in the NEC as well, which is always good, because if you got to get a foot long, have half there, take half back to your hotel room, and have half later on. That's what I've done in the past. So yeah, which comes on to food nicely. Next section is food and drink. Yes, I always take snacks for the room because fruit, stuff that you can nibble at, like Pringles are good, biscuits are good, apples, grapes, that sort of thing. It's nice to be able to go upstairs and have a chill out. I'll get onto that as well. While in your room, when you're taking your stuff upstairs, nibble. Sorry, I'm bouncing the table around. It's always good because I mean the thing is, I mean you go down for hotel breakfast, which is amazing by the way, but they've changed it all, so I don't know what it's going to be like this year. Yeah, the hotel's had a refit, so it could be all different. I think they've refitted everything from rooms to bar to the breakfast place. I think everything's been redone. yeah, so my advice is you wake up in the morning, you go get your hearty breakfast. I usually, stuff my face usually because I'm hungover, and you need food, you need calories to keep you going all day because you will be going all day. And then about 3-4 o'clock, you go, oh yeah, I'm actually hungry. So yeah, if you keep food up in your room, just snacky stuff's good. Nothing that's going to melt like chocolate or anything like that. I mean, you can take chocolate bars, I guess, but I mean, just you want sugary stuff to keep you going all day because it's quite a it takes a toll, especially if you're hungover. Water as well. Drink plenty of water. I usually take a couple of them big 2-litre bottles of water. Particularly at night because it's August, because it's usually you get days like this, but usually it's humid, and so you sweat a lot, and there's going to be a lot of people sweating in that room, and it does get very warm in there. So drink plenty of water, if you can. Like I say, leave a couple of them in your room. Just go upstairs, a couple of glugs, gold, or get a pack of the little bottles. They're good too, because Birmingham water tastes like arse as well. So food, drink, booze. Now booze, if you don't drink, that's fair enough. But if you do drink, like a particular, that bar is expensive, and it might be even more expensive this year. I don't know. I'm not there yet, so I don't know yet. My advice is, if you want to take your own tipple, by all means, but leave it up into the room, because if it's in your room, you can eat and drink whatever you want. You can even order McDonald's through Just Eat or something, and they'll bring it to your hotel room, so you can do all that. So you don't have to actually eat at the hotel if you don't want to. So I'm just moving the camera. There we are. So you could do that. My advice is go upstairs, have a drink, come back downstairs. Don't come into the bar with your cans of fucking cider or whatever, and don't do that. But there's nothing wrong with going up to the room, having a drink, coming back down. That's what I tend to do. It's cheaper. It's because that bar is expensive. It really is just too expensive. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I've not bought pints there. I mean, I will buy pints there, but just not many. That's why I have some in the room, so I can go up and, couple, come back down, so that's basically it, really. Whatever tipple of choice you have. I do like a whiskey as well. What else we got? Next thing is dealer's room. Yeah, dealer's room can get busy in there. Can get very busy in there. A lot of people queue up in the morning. I don't do that. No, I don't queue up in the morning. I don't see the point, because I'm too hungover and or having breakfast when that's happening. So it's like, what's the point of stood up and then go sit down, have something to eat. If you do want to do that, that's absolutely fine. No criticism, but I just don't do that. Because the thing I want is the reason why I don't queue is two things. One, I just go for G1s, and Tofu will have what I want. And then if I want something new, almost every table in there will have the new stuff. So particularly Kapow, which was there last year. This year, bit of a shame. So go spend your money at Kapow. So I don't queue. So anything I want is I could probably get. There's a bit of a protocol in there. The worst thing is if somebody's, there's a big thing full of, like you say, loose figures, but all in like Ziploc bags, and people are picking up and having a look and going, thinking about this, and then put it down. I have seen people that will just come in and grab it and pick it and pay for it and go away. Just because they've put it down doesn't mean they don't want it. They might be getting the wallet out. They might be getting, just thinking about it for a second. Don't do anything like that. Don't jump in and, take somebody's purchase off them. It's not done. If they put it down and walk away, fair enough. But they might be putting it down. They might be thinking about it, because I've done that a few times. I've put things down and then gone, no, actually, I will have it. So it's just don't do that. Don't be a dick. Is basically what I'm saying. Also, as well, Tofu. Now, for those who don't know about Tofu, they are a charity table, and basically what they do is they scour Nick Davidson and the rest of the gang. They scour the universe for the rarest of the rare rare stuff. That's where I got my black Zarek from. Was Tofu. They scour the earth for the rare and the rares, and people donate to them as well. And what they do is after the sales, after they've covered their costs, everything goes to charity. And I think they've done like something like 60 grand since 2009 when they first started doing it. So please go to Tofu. Even if you spend something, even if you pay $5 for something, just buy something from Tofu. It all goes to Mary's Meals, and they make sure that they have make sure that kids get fed, basically. You know, underprivileged kids and people who can't afford to feed their kids. They make sure they get meal before school and all that. They do some good work over there. So please, please, please. Check out Tofu's table. If it's 50 pence, buy something. Just put, even if you don't want any from there, just go over and give them a couple of quid, you know? All goes to charity and it's brilliant. I do. That's why I go to Tofu and spend 200-300 quid at a time on there. Because two things. One, it continues my collecting obsession. And secondly, I know some of that money is going to charity, so it's all good. So yeah, so you must buy from Tofu. Must buy from Tofu. Okay? So, now we're going to go to autographs and guests. I'm going to group these together. TFNATION don't usually charge for autographs, you know. So basically, you can take as much as you want to get signed. Now, there is some caveats with that, though. The first is, there's nothing wrong with taking 2-3 things, saying hello to the guest, getting a photograph with them, spending a couple of minutes just chit-chatting while they're signing and stuff. Perfectly fine. But don't go to the table with a stack of everything they've ever done ever, right? And, you know, can you sign all this for me? You know, it's, you don't want to be but imagine you being the person behind that person. They're going to be like 20 minutes, half an hour signing everything. Now, there's nothing wrong with signing 2 or 3 things and then joining the back of the queue with something else to get signed, and then again, and then again. I mean, most of the time in there, you're never more than a few minutes, you know, 10, 15 minutes at best in a queue for getting an autograph. I mean, if you go at the right time, even less than that, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like I said, taking everything I've ever done ever, but just go in increments, you see. You know, if you see the queue just sort of lulling, like 2 or 3 people there, that's the time to jump in and get 2 or 3 things signed, you know. And, you know what I mean? And by all means, talk to the people, but always be courteous, please, thank you, and stuff like that. But, you know, don't go, I mean, if you want to ask them a question, that's on, by all means, but, I mean, don't be going up to them and going, well, in episode 836, and Optimus Primal did this, and that's against his character, and all that. Gary Cho doesn't know that, he's just an actor, he's just saying lines, you know, you don't know. But, I mean, all those types of questions, save for the panels, you know. But yeah, it's like I said, all the guests, every guest I've ever met at this thing have been absolutely fantastic. They've been brilliant people, and like I say, which comes on to guests actually. Now, if you see them in the bar having a pint, they're probably up for talking, chatting. I mean, I've spent hours chatting with guests in the past. David Soboleff, we spent hours chatting to. Venus Terzo, Richard Newman, Greg Berger, Peter Spellos. Spent hours just chatting, just bullshitting, you know. You know, but if you see the guests on the road having something to eat, just leave them to it. You know, they're on a break. Let them have a break. Let them eat something. If they say, "Can we join you?" by all means, say, yes, of course you can. Sit down. You know, but if they're on the road having something to eat, or with the wives or something like that, just leave them be. Just let them do the thing. You know, because I mean, you know, if you're at work and you're on a break and you don't want to get harassed at work, do you? You know what I mean? So because it is work for these people as well. Sorry, my nose is running. But yeah, just give them, you know, common courtesy and stuff like that. If you see them walking around the corridor, feel free to say hello and come and grab a picture real quick. But if you're having dinner and on the road, you know, just leave them be, you know. What else? Yes. Hygiene. Yes, here it comes, boys and girls. You've been waiting for this segment, haven't you? Yes, you have. And I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. But it's true, though, right? hygiene is important, right? It's August, it's going to be hot, it's going to be sticky, you're going to be in a room with 1,000 other people, it's going to get warm, it's going to get sweaty, you're going to get sweaty, and just in the morning, have a shower. Just takes 2 minutes. Sorry, but itch on my nose there. It just takes 2 minutes. You're sleeping right near a shower. Just go in and shower. You know, it takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes even. You know, you're not going to miss anything. You know, you know, whatever deodorant is your choice of deodorant, use it. Take a full tin with you. 1 year I was caught short, but I went round the corner. This was in Birmingham City Centre. I went round the corner and fucking bought a new tin. So you know, I didn't go without. But I always get always fresh. I was brand new tin, new toothpaste, shower gel, mouthwash, deodorant, all brand new, fresh out the box. You know, so that way I'm not going to be caught short. It's not going to like get it and go, oh, I can get another 2, maybe 3 showers out of it. No, it's nice to have, you know, because it does get hot in this place, and I get one in the morning, one about dinner time-ish, because it's just nice to cool off and freshen up, and then one about tea time. That's when the night sort of stuff starts to happen, and it's nice to get, you know, freshen up, because being in that place for any length of time is gonna get sweaty, and you are gonna sweat, and I'm paranoid that I'm radiating smells. So I go and just have a nice cool shower. Don't get a cold shower because you can go into shock. Nice cool shower, cool shower, and then you just, you know, and you can feel a sweat just coming off you, you know, and it's lovely. It's really nice. So yeah, shower regular. And what else? Take breaks. Break time is important. Have a couple of breaks. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, you know, because you're talking to people, you're up and down the dealer's room, you're in the bar, you're round about, walking miles and miles and miles. There's nothing wrong with going to the dealer's room and having your carry bag full of stuff that you bought, go up to your room for half an hour and have a look, you know? Maybe get a shower too. Maybe have a couple of snacks and a drink of water while you're up there. But it's nice to have a break, because it can get a bit overwhelming, even for me at times, and I just go, you know what? I'm just going to go have a rest for an hour. It's nice to go into the quiet, just, you know. 1 year I went upstairs and I just put on TV and Red Dwarf Whitehall was on. What is it? A Whitehall. Yeah, and I just watched that and I chilled out and I was playing with my Star Saver. That was the year I got my Star Saver. G1 Star Saver. So yes, it's always nice to have a play around and see what you've bought and stuff like that. It's that's part and parcel of the thing. Take regular breaks, you know. You know, get out of the because you know your brain needs a rest as much as your body does. I mean, because your adrenaline is running high all the time because you're having so much fun and such a good time. Sorry, mouth's watering. I'm thirsty because it's fucking mega hot out here. Yeah, so your brain needs to shut down as well. So it's nice to go and get, you know, half an hour's rest, you know, just an hour, chill out for a bit, or even go for a walk. There's a real nice lake to walk around at the place, at the hotel, which goes back to food. There's a big resort area called Resort World. They've got like a TGI Fridays in there, they've got a Pizza Express, and I think a Nando's in there as well, so there's plenty of food places to go and eat. I should have said that earlier, I just reminded myself. So yeah, and the two biggest rules I can give you for convention etiquette is, 1, don't be a dick, and 2, have fun. You know, those are the basic things. Now, if you're a bit, I get the people that are a bit socially, what's the word I'm looking for? That have trouble fitting in, that have trouble talking and stuff like that. I mean, I introduce people to people all the time. It's like, yeah, you like Doctor Who, don't you? I know, just the person to speak to. This guy loves Doctor Who, or this guy loves Power Rangers, or Star Trek, or stuff like that. But I mean, if you're sitting with a bunch of people and you just sit down and, you know, can we join you? Yeah. listen to the conversation, add something new to what they're talking about. Just don't go charging in and say, "Well, my favourite character is Optimus Prime because of," unless they're talking about that, fine. But unless they're not, just wait till it's appropriate for you to go. And it sounds daft and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. It can, just play it by ear, see how it goes, But yes. Anyway, I thought I'd do this do's and don'ts of conventioning. Because it's, expected of me these days, isn't it? So, so we've only got like a month to go. It's my birthday in 2 weeks. I'm 43. Fucking hell. Anywho, so if you like what I do, why not like, share and subscribe? I've got 716 subscribers, so I would really like to get 1,000 before TFN. That would be great. So if you do watch my videos regularly and not subscribed, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to tell me I've got new content out, which at this point is going to be like almost every day. Also as well, check out my other TFNATION videos, which should be around here, I think. And if you really like what I do and you're in a position to help out the channel, please consider donating to my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there, including if you pay for as little as $1 a month, and $1 a month gets your name in the credits and a shout out as well. So a big shout out to Lisa Payne, Stephen Ayres and Ian Swift. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I will catch you all very soon. And in the words of William Shakespeare, get out my house. Nah, see you later, bye-bye.